We've just landed in Spain and I've been invited by Sevilla FC, one of the biggest clubs in Spain. I'll be showing you guys around their facilities and then we're hosting the Palm City Showcase to find our next player. But we're not stopping there. After Spain, it's straight to Portugal for another showcase. And then the final stop of the tour, France. The final where I'll be joined by the president of Palm City FC, Highness Sheikh Ahmed. 3 countries, let's get into it. We are at the official training complex of Sevilla FC, one of the biggest clubs in La Liga. I've got a meeting with the management, so the intent is to develop a relationship, get to know each other, and see what we can possibly do together between Palm City and Sevilla. So let's go check it out. Sevilla training complex, they have 13 football pitches. Check it out all the way in the back. This is probably the best view you're going to get. So the first team usually, if we go on to the left, that's where they train, but they're renovating those football pitches right now. So currently they're training on pitch number 2, but this is where you have the women's team, you have the B team, and then the entire academy, 13 football pitches. Over here is where the second team plays. So this stadium, 6,000 people can fit in here. You also have the women's team playing here. That part there, VIP, that's where you have the directors, all the people sitting there watching the games, and usually on a week-to-week basis, they get around 2,000 people who come to the games. One thing the top clubs have, which of course you would expect, is when you walk into the environment, you feel at the top. And that's very important because when you think of the chain, you have the first team, of course, but you start at the academy, then you've got the B team. As you make that climb up to the top, you want to feel that the top level is right around you. You're in that environment, and that every day when you train, when you show up, it gives you that inspiration, gives you an audit in your mind. Like, I am so close to being at that level, but what do I need to do to get to that level? What could I possibly be missing to get to that level? Whether you like it or not, it's gonna make your mind think those thoughts. So if you're an academy player, you're a B player, you're gonna keep thinking of what is it that you can do to get to that next level. So we just wrapped up the meeting with Sevilla FC. Went really good. They're actually very excited to potentially do something with Palm City FC because they want to grow their brand in the Middle East, and we're now one of the fastest growing football clubs in the region. So we discussed a couple different things, potentially looking at some of their players in the youth system, bringing them to Dubai, vice versa. Then we mainly focused on the commercial side as well, because there's many projects that we can collaborate on to showcase a relationship between Sevilla FC and Palm City FC. Part of the Europe tour, of course, we're running these showcase events to give opportunities to players, but in my mind, I'm always thinking, how can I grow my network? How can I make more connections, become partners with the big players in the game? And of course, Sevilla is one of the big clubs here in Spain. So I'm in Sevilla, it's a great opportunity, tapped into my network, got the meeting with them, and they now know about Palm City. They're now excited to do something with us, and we'll see what this could lead to. Everybody says they don't have connections, they don't have a network. Guys, you are in control of your life, which means you are in control of the network you have. You have to start thinking outside of the box. Any new city and new environment you step into, always think, how can I go outside of the box to connect with someone? Maybe it's sending multiple emails. Maybe it's connecting with someone in person who can then connect you with someone else. Maybe it's going onto Instagram right now. Everybody's got social media. Send a couple of DMs. Who could you connect with that maybe right now in this moment you haven't sent out that message? Because I'm telling you guys, 99% of people, they're sitting here and they're saying, I don't have a network. The way you're gonna build a big network is you have to be the person who sends a lot of messages. You send a lot of emails. Obviously, as time goes on and you build a brand and you build a network, it's going to be easier to make the connections. We are in Sevilla and we somehow ended up at another Lebanese restaurant. I think this is the 5th Lebanese restaurant out of the Europe tour.
Anywhere I can get a taste of Lebanon, I'm gonna bring you to, bro. Come on.
We also got Yusuf here. He's a professional coach from Umbrete and Tomares. So Yusuf's going to be helping us out at the showcase, and we're very excited to see how it goes today.
And today we have the event together.
Yeah, together today in Umbrete.
Hey, we will find the next Lamine Yamal.
Yeah. Inshallah.
Making our way to the training complex right now where we're going to be hosting the showcase. If you look over there, Umbrete, they're actually playing in the Tercera division here in Spain. So we're going to go to the venue and then we're going to have the players arrive very shortly. We've got about 1,000 people who can sit up there. Interesting. I'm curious to see what the venue looks like. We are here at the complex where we're going to be running the showcase. Guys, you ready? 180 flip. Let's see it. Boom. So this is a Tercera division club and it just gives me a very Spanish feeling. I'm actually impressed with, if you look at the grass, it's artificial ground. Obviously in Spain, especially in the lower leagues, you're only going to find artificial ground, but it's higher quality. I think this has been maybe renovated in the last couple of years, But I really love that you've got the stands here because all the people and all the community of Umbrete can come and watch the game. So we're gonna wait for the players to arrive and then we're gonna get the showcase started. We've got the warm-up going on right now. So here are the first two teams. They're gonna be playing Team Red against Team White. And apparently we've got some good talent. So I've heard from the coaches who've checked in the players. We've got a player who has played for Sevilla Academy. We've got players who have played Primera Division, Segunda, and also Tercera. So let's check it out.
What do you think of the showcase so far?
Spain so far, in my opinion, has the best talent out of the whole Europe tour. The intensity is at a different level. Everybody's communicating. The technique, the one-touch, two-touch passing. Definitely seen at least 2-3 players who have stood out so far. And the best part, if you have a look up there, we've got the crowd. We have the player here who got selected in Spain. He doesn't really speak English, but he's a top football player. So congratulations, you got selected today. How do you feel for Dubai?
Thank you.
Yes?
Yes.
You excited? All right, that's enough said. We'll see him in Dubai. Thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate it. Very good to see all of you guys play. Intensity, hunger, drive. I saw it from all of you guys today. A couple of players, you can tell right away you guys have played at a certain level. Some players you guys still need to develop. And that's fine, that's football. Everybody's going to be at a different part of their journey. But at the end of the day, today we're going to be making some cuts because tomorrow we want to make sure if the level was like this today. The players that we saw today, we want to give a bit more focus to tomorrow. Showcase day one is done. We are now in the main square. So if you can see in the back, this is the biggest fan zone in Lisbon. And I have a memory for you guys. 2018 Spain versus Portugal. It was happening. I was in this square. See that statue over there? I went all the way on top to get a nice view because this whole place was crowded. You know, a couple of people were climbing, joined in, got a nice view. That was the game Ronaldo scored a hat-trick. Crazy game. We got our friends here checking out the Norway game, and it wouldn't be a Portugal visit without some paella. First time trying it?
First time.
All right, taste test. Let's see.
Try the rice?
You rate?
Not really. If I'm being honest. It's very fishy.
Decent.
What's your favorite part about
This
it?
is iconic. Well, I have to say my favorite part is this.
The shrimp?
Of course.
I see you integrating well in the Portuguese culture.
Absolute necessity when you come to Portugal. The iconic pastel de nata. Very good.
I thought you would be more critical.
Actually, I got a pastel de nata over there with Sheikh Ahmed, my business partner. 2 years later, I'm back. 2 promotions later.
Let's go.
Day 2, we are down to the final 22 players. So it's going to be an 11v11 game. Yesterday, we had to cut over half of the players. So now we have the best of the best. And then after the 90 minutes, we're going to select one player from Portugal and they're going to join us in Dubai. That's Portugal wrapped up. Next up, we've got our final country for the Europe Tour. Final stop of the EU Tour. We're in Paris at the showcase. In the last 24 hours, we've had over 300 players apply, but on ground now, we have the best 30. Intensity's been one of the highest out of any showcase, and we looked at the data sheet where we're having some players from League 2 all the way down to semi-pro, so some top level, and we're excited to see how it goes down. I think from a on-pitch perspective, that's what we look for, and then also from an off-pitch perspective, it's the character of the player.
It's the most important. It's what he brings to the team. Off the pitch sometimes can be more important on the pitch because we have many great players, great talents with great skill set that add a lot to the team, but that changing room is what brings the trophies to the club. That changing room being in the best environment, being all one team, one family, that creates a successful environment and a successful club that brings titles. That's what we look for. What we look for is what we were looking for today. Once that player loses the ball, his reaction, how does he get up? How does he react between himself? The mentality you have between you and yourself, because you're the competition. Your competition is yourself, yours is yourself, and mine is myself. You come back stronger than before, you'll get the ball and you'll score a goal after. So that's what we look for Palm City.
This is actually the final stop of the tour. We did London together as well. London was okay. Talent wasn't anything too special.
I would say France is better.
Yeah.
I'd say France is better.
France, I would say better, and the intensity. Like every single player here, they really want this opportunity.
Yeah. You know, as Thierry Henry says, these players, they come from the suburbs of France. Suburbs of France, not very nice. Any opportunity that comes, they work hard for it. And you see them today in 24-hour notice, 48-hour notice, showing up, and incredible talent. And you know, they're raising the standard. And I hope to see one of them in a Palm City shirt, hopefully.
You know what I always say is, like, with football, everything can change so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, literally in a day, in a week, your complete life could change. If we look at last year, for example, we had one player, Luca. He came to our Canada event. He got selected. 10 months later, FA Cup and UAE Second Division. And this year we have big ambitions too with the UAE First Division.
It's a club of opportunities, a club for dreamers. It's like the World Cup. This club gives you a chance to dream, a chance to achieve what you want. So I'm happy we're able to do this. International club out here.
Guys, year 1 English, year 2 Spanish.
Year 3 French.
Ouais, tu peux leur remercier maintenant en tout cas. Thank you very much. Hein.
Thank you, thank you.
Merci beaucoup pour laisser l'opportunité ici.
Nickel.
Déjà, je me présente, je suis Soudjiba. Je voulais remercier Palm City pour l'essai qu'ils nous ont proposé. Et on voulait vraiment les remercier pour cette opportunité. On va tout faire pour faire monter le club.
This is all a video game. Eiffel Tower in the back, beautiful by the way. But Earth is a map, and so many of us, we just live in one environment our whole life. There's so much to explore. Explore the video game. Check out different parts of the map, because every new area you come to opens up your mind, opens up your perspective. And this is the Eiffel Tower unlocked. Part of our France experience. We're actually going to be here for a couple of days. Seeing the attraction is, for me, honestly, a smaller part of it. A bigger part of it is seeing the culture, seeing how people here behave, how they think, how they act. The more you explore, the more experiences you have. Expand your references of life, and you expand your experience. That's it. The European tour is complete. 11 countries, 11 showcases, and now we have 11 players who will be joining us in preseason, all fighting for a pro contract. And we'll find out if any of these players have done enough in preseason to earn themselves a pro contract with Palm City FC.